Good morning, YouTube. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm on my second cup of coffee, and I have also managed to do the washing up because that's just how early this monster had me up this morning. And I can see that this is really wonky. Let me see if I can adjust it a little bit. Do you like the festive display in the background? Ho, 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 it's the 2nd of Advent. All right, so Sarah commented on one of my videos asking about coping techniques. Basically, she said she's great in a crisis and then she falls apart afterwards, and she sort of got the feeling that I'm pretty good in a crisis as well, as per the videos of last week when Ellen was in hospital. So how do I cope afterwards? How do I process everything before the next bloody thing hit? Which is a great question. Thank you, Sarah. Apparently one of my coping techniques is not sleep. One of my coping techniques is a really sarcastic sense of humor. Yes, it is, isn't it? Better to laugh than to cry. So, let me see if I can get some kind of timeline. I said it's the 2nd of Advent today. It is the 6th of December. It's Sunday. So Monday 2 weeks ago is when I took Ellen into hospital, and then she was in hospital until Monday this week. So Monday just gone, you know, a week ago. And she has been home recovering since then. So it's been pretty much 2 weeks. And you know, it was not easy. It was really tough. It is really tough every time Ellen goes into hospital. And I tend to take the first night or first couple of nights, if that's what's required. I cope better with the sleep deprivation, and I stay extremely level-headed in a crisis. So this time around it didn't go into a crisis, but actually the last time before this, when she went into hospital, is when she had that 10-minute long tonic-clonic seizure. Which was something we had never seen before, and it was really scary. So that was an absolute crisis. And then, of course, while there wasn't a crisis when I took Ellen into hospital, by the time she was there, it definitely turned into a crisis. It was pretty scary this time around, if we're honest. And yes, I do stay level-headed. I do stay calm, and then I have sort of a bit of a afterwards, and then I take a deep breath. And I think the thing that made me go this time around, because I'm silly enough to do that stupid sound twice, it was the fact that they were preparing the dosages required in case of a resuscitation, and they were preparing all the paperwork in case of acute ambulance transport to a different hospital, and they sent the intensive care team down to meet us just in case. I mean, these pretty big things, pretty scary things. So that was the thing that kind of made me go three times the charm. But if I'm then looking at it afterwards, it's like, this isn't new. Their response is new, but actually what Ellen's going through is not new. I've seen her worse. If I'm completely honest, I have actually seen her worse, but hospital seems to take it a bit more seriously now. So, you know, we're old. I'm an old hand at this. But it's still not fun, and I'd rather it doesn't keep happening. Yeah, and then yesterday we had an interesting day, because yesterday Alice made 2 very spirited attempts at killing herself. One of them involved a bookcase. The other one involved walking out into a traffic road. And yes, there was a car turning into that road as she stepped out in it. She is absolutely fine. I think she may have lost one of her cat lives yesterday, but she did a couple of really high quality attempts of you know, your attention is on my special needs sister, so bye. Is what she did yesterday. Yeah, so that was scary. That was really scary. And then they have followed this up with a night of not really sleeping. They've been tag teaming very effectively, and then decided that you know, 5:30 this morning was when we were done for the night of sleep. So another one of my coping mechanisms is Swedish ginger snaps for breakfast. We have a saying in Sweden that you have to eat these to become kind and good. So we should probably all have some more. Elin is having some too. Here is Elin's ginger snaps, diluted in Fortini to be high quality, high calorie. Really what that coping mechanism is all about is cutting yourself some slack, giving yourself some grace. I saw a comment on one of the special needs forums, or post on one of the special needs forums, from a mum who's kind of going, my anxiety levels are through the roof, I'm so depressed, I feel so bad, but I'm doing all the right things, I'm looking after my child, and I'm keeping a tidy house, and I'm organising everything, and I'm managing everything, and I'm taking time for mindfulness, and I'm exercising, and I'm doing X, Y, and Z. And one of the comments on that, and that really resonated, was, girl, chill. We don't have to be everything. We don't have to do everything. My house is a bit of a mess. I didn't do the washing up yesterday. I did it this morning. The floor's absolutely disgustingly filthy because the wheelchair dragged in a lot of mud from yesterday's walk. As I said, we're having biscuits for breakfast. Like, today I'm not going to be a perfect mum. Today I'm going to be a bloody tired mum. And this is what we're going to do to cope. We're going to drink coffee and eat sugar. Well, she's not going to drink coffee. She's not going to drink coffee. I'm going to drink coffee. We're all going to eat sugar. Because we're not perfect. We are not perfect, and this is stressful, and when I'm tired, and when I'm stressed, and when I'm worn out, I get really snappy and angry with my kids, and I don't like being that person. You know, I'm not going to lie to you, one of the words at 5:30 this morning was, Elin, shut the F up, it's the middle of the night. I don't want to scream at my kids at 5:30 in the morning because they don't sleep, and they need me. I mean, come on. But it is what happens, because you get so tired, you get so worn out. And I still haven't had much of a chance to recover from that week in hospital. I have had some days when I've been on my own, when the kids have been in, Alice has been in school and Elin has been with her dad, but I had a big job application to put through, so I wasn't relaxing, I wasn't resting. And now I've had the girls this weekend to give their dad a break, because he too had a week of back and forth into hospital and running back and forth between Elin and Alice, and then he had Elin at home by himself for several days. So he's had even less of a break than I have. So cut yourself some slack, go chill, a little bit of grace, a little bit of patience, a little bit of sugar, a lot of caffeine, sarcastic sense of humour, and it goes quite a long way. So Sarah, I hope that kind of answered your question a little bit. I have a better answer, and I have a more detailed answer. I'm going to sit down and talk about my bullet journal in a video, but this is already getting quite long, so we'll stop here. Thank you for watching. Good morning. I hope you're all getting ready for Christmas, and I'm hoping you're all keeping well and that you're going to have a nice time with the tiny little closest family Christmas celebration that we get to have this year. Mwah.